Hello everybody and welcome back to Bennett Does Games, the only show on the internet. Today I will be presenting to you Recon Control. Oh, it wobbled. Okay. It is a 2D tactics game produced entirely by one person, and considering that, it is actually quite impressive. Now, just a quick look at the settings. Yep, resolution, different audio sliders, speed up movement, show new goals, camera follows friends, camera follows enemies. I'm actually going to turn that on. I didn't even know there was an option in this game. So, the best way to go about it is to just show off the game. This is not a full review. This is very much a first impressions of the title. I've completed the first campaign and got horribly slaughtered in the second one. So let's just do new game. No Iron Man mode today. So as you can see, the UI is fairly basic, but it's also very legible. This is a mission. It gives you a little breakdown of what the mission entails. Down here is your set of randomly generated characters. I don't think you can rename them. No, I don't think you can. Which, you know, is fine. I actually am one of those people who prefer to have these nobodies become characters that I care about instead of just naming them after, I don't know, actors or whatever. So, right now I don't have any money to buy any new equipment for any of them. I do have a couple of gold bars that I got for finishing the campaign, which I can use to unlock new weapons, new equipment. So, something that I've been wanting to get ever since starting this game is assault armor, so I'm just going to unlock that right now. And over the course of the next couple of missions I'll be earning enough money to equip my team with it. The reason I've been wanting this armor so badly is because your units are very squishy. There's a decent chance that a single mistake is actually just gonna wipe out half your team, if not everyone in your team. So as you can see, like I said, it's a 2D tactics game. It's exactly what you would expect. It's a lot of it is walking forward as far as you can within the green area, so you still have enough points to go into ambush mode, which is this game's version of Overwatch. Yeah, if you're playing the game carefully, chances are you're gonna move through each area very slowly. And I do actually recommend playing carefully until you're spotted. Once you're spotted, it's actually very beneficial to just go absolutely crazy. Oh my god, this guy's almost dead. Wonderful. Oh, alright. Well, that's a great start to the mission. So down here you can see you can unlock different abilities over the course of the campaign when you level up characters. And let's just do a burst, which costs 50 stamina. Stamina regenerates over time unless your character is bleeding or currently in pain, which is, of course, obviously the result of being attacked recently. So I'm just gonna do a burst. Nice. Okay. So you can also see there's a separate button specifically for the knife. Now I'm just gonna equip that in case I have to storm downstairs to stab a fool. Now, it might seem to be a bit of a waste of your action points to just go into Overwatch immediately at the start of your turn. However, in this game, characters will fire will fire as many times as they can whenever they activate Overwatch. So everyone here is going to shoot twice because it costs 4 points. Oh no! Well, there's permadeath in this game. So he's dead. So that's great. Let's go down here and stab him. Oh, god damn it. Stab him. There we go. There's always a bit of a risk when shooting into melee that you might accidentally hit your own guy. So I'm just gonna shoot the other guy here. I'm just gonna take that risk. There we go. Alright, and do I risk it just for demonstration purposes? Let's see. You can always try to perform a headshot, which has a massive 60% accuracy penalty, but it will kill any enemy without a helmet instantly. I think I'm just gonna play it safe and shoot normally. Let's see if I'm gonna regret that. Oh, and as you can see, he's already half past dead. It's not an easy game, not at all. So, yep, I'm just gonna be okay with that so I can show more missions. In Iron Man mode, obviously you can't retry missions, you have to beat the entire campaign in one go. The kind of a bummer about the game, but I guess it's also important for balancing, is the fact that after this campaign, your units are gone. I had a couple of really high level guys, most of which died during the raid. So that's something to keep in mind. You're not going to get too attached to these guys, hopefully, since you will be cycling through them when you replay this chapter or start one of the subsequent ones. Now, okay, Hansen. What is he starting out with? He's bad at melee, he has terrible stamina and speed, but he's pretty good with firearms. So I'm just gonna give him the ability to equip machine guns, which is gonna be very handy because those are super overpowered. Let's see, Villain. Okay, he's a fast one. Let's see, what about him? Okay, he's a melee guy for sure. Let's see. I'm gonna give him 1 point in body. Or am I? I always wanted to try out the execute skill, so I'm gonna give him rapid fire. No. He already starts with melee, so it should probably rank him up in... Oh... You know what? Triple attack. There you go, triple attack. And he is a fast boy. Gonna give him rapid fire so I can teach him execute later, which I haven't been able to use yet, but instant kills are always a good thing in this game. You're gonna want as little time around enemies as possible because they will just shred you. Now, Hansen, I believe, unlocked the ability to equip a... Oh, I can't afford it. Okay. I was gonna give him a machine gun, but it looks like that's not happening. Let's give him and... Oh, I don't even remember what skills I gave him. He's the running boy. He's the melee guy, okay. So, Chiz, that's a terrible name. Is gonna get a suit of assault armor. And then, yeah, sorry Villain, you're just gonna have to try and get lucky. Other than weapons, you can also give him a helmet. Helmets are weird in that it tells you head protection level 1. I don't know what exactly that means, the game doesn't explain it to you. But the trade-off with every helmet is that there is an accuracy penalty while you have them equipped. So while head protection 3 sounds great, in theory, I don't know what exactly it does, the 15% accuracy penalty is going to make that really difficult to justify with mid-range people. Snipers usually have accuracy that's good enough to counterbalance the penalty, and people using shotguns and knives don't have to worry about accuracy that much either because they're up close. But any of your mid-range guys might want to stick with maybe just an army helmet. There's also gas masks. I Haven't come across too much gas, too many flashbangs, but they're an option that is unlocked from the start. You can give people backpacks, which I'm just gonna give them a backpack, why not? That unlocks more utility slots. Primary weapons, I hardly have anything unlocked because they cost a lot of gold bars. I am tempted to get the silenced MP5 just because silenced weapons are incredibly good in this game, which I will demonstrate when we get to a mission that has patrolling enemies. Melee is also quite interesting. You have to choose between knives, which are faster, only take 3 action points to use, and inflict bleed. But you can also just straight up get an axe or a sledgehammer, which are a lot slower. But as you can see here, it deals 2 times damage to breakable objects. So I have a sledgehammer that'll allow you to break through certain walls and ceilings and doors without having to unlock them. It's very tempting to get one of these, just to like have an axe murderer on the team. How about a sledgehammer? Let's just unlock that. Okay, equip. Did I get that to the right guy? Oh no, I did not. You can go back to. Oops. He's just not gonna have anything there. Melee guy. You're the melee guy? You're not the melee guy. He is the melee guy. Chiz the melee guy, that's his name. So, gonna give him a sledgehammer, gonna give Villain the leftover knife. And then one of these poor fools is gonna join the force. Let's see, warehouse. Okay, so that has 2 reinforcement skulls. Stash has nothing of interest. Alright, so let's go into this mission. These descriptions are very clearly not written by a native English speaker. I believe the original developer is Russian, or at least someone who speaks Cyrillic, a Cyrillic language. that was, yep. So, you know, warehouse complex at the death zone. And you're not gonna care about this. What you care about is enemies, patrols, and reinforcements. No enemies means that the level doesn't have any enemies on it at the start of the game. Patrols will show up if you make too much noise, but in this level there aren't any. And reinforcements will usually show up as soon as a mission objective has been completed. So let's get Hummel on there. Bumblebee in German. For those of you who like learning random German words. So this mission, defend the warehouse for 8 turns. Which, that's pretty much just gonna be an Overwatch fest, to be honest. Just distribute your guys and make sure they're in cover. Cover is pretty rare, these foreground objects, but it's also super powerful. Giving every enemy a 50% chance to miss is crazy good. It's insane. Okay, let's see. MP5. Why can't... I guess I can't shoot them from here. Is there cover anywhere here? There is. Okay. Oh, okay. It's not often clear. Well, it's often not clear what isn't in the background, which is kind of a shame. Like, the fact that you can climb over this, but this is a solid wall, but you can walk past this, it's not entirely clear. And a lot of the art assets used in this game are too dark to reliably tell if it's just a wall or if there's actually a door there. It's kind of unfortunate. It involves a lot of trial and error trying to figure out where you can even go. So let's see, let's do suppression. That was entirely overkill. I don't know why I did that. Okay, let's see. Make it so that he has 8 points so he can shoot his gun twice. How many points it costs to fire your gun will obviously depend on the gun. Pistols only take 3 points, SMGs take 4, well, like sniper rifles take 8. But obviously they're also super powerful, which makes up for it. As you can see, while they're waiting, they're slowly regenerating their stamina, which again you can use for activatable abilities like suppressing fire, like a triple slash melee combo, which I now recognize it only works with a light melee weapon while I equip the heavy one, so that wasn't maybe the smartest combination of things that I've done today. But oh well. Also of note is the fact that if your character does not move during their turn, or if they have full action points at the start of their next turn still, I'm not entirely sure which it is, they gain a +2 bonus on the next turn. And that can be incredibly powerful. Oh my god. Oh god, no. This is not going well. So, as you can see, a lot of status effects come into play all the time in this game. So usually when you take damage, when a unit takes damage, they gain the pain debuff, which can stack up to 5 times, and it makes a unit slower and stops health and stamina from regenerating gradually. Bleed can also stack up to 5 times and inflicts 3 damage at the end of every turn. And there's 2 separate healing items for this that you start out with. There are more that you can unlock. The medkit, which heals bleeding and restores 10 health points, and the painkillers, which restores stamina and actually remove the pain effect. So that's kind of an interesting thing that I don't think I've ever seen in a game, where they acknowledge that there's a huge difference between a wound being bandaged and the wound not hurting horribly anymore. Which, you know, I think that's kind of cool. I like when games do things that make perfect sense, but nobody's done them for whatever reason. So that's neat. I like that. Okay, 48% chance. Thank goodness. Okay, this guy is in trouble. Let's see, is there any... can I... Oh, I'm trying... Oh, I guess he already did his turn. Uh-oh, that's not good. What do I do with him? Okay, it's... Oh, and it's Hansen. Okay, and he's like armored too, so it's gonna be expensive if I lose him. Let's just set an ambush. Ambush. Uh-oh. Oh no. And obviously, since it's a tactics game, there's a suppression mechanic, which reduces speed and accuracy, and it's also something that can stack. And I actually really like the fact that all of these debuffs can stack. I find that quite an interesting aspect of the simulation, because a lot of games are like, oh shit, okay, he's dead. Oh no. I find that a very interesting aspect of the simulation, considering that way too many games are just like, no, you're bleeding. I was like, really? But how much, though? And a lot of games don't differentiate between bleeding a little bit and bleeding 5 times. Which... oh, I can't walk up to him and use the hammer at the same turn. I would have to already be in front of him. Okay, so that's good to know. Sledgehammers take a lot of action points to use. That would have been wonderful to know ahead of time. Let's see. Okay. Well, I got a perfect shot on him, but it's not going to do a lot of damage because he's super armored. Maybe I can... No, he's wearing a helmet. Okay. Oh no! I pressed the wrong button, so now he shall ambush, I guess. Get your fists out, yo. Punch him. Punch him. Punch him, I say. Oh, God. So as you can see, even just in the second mission, things can already go horribly, horribly wrong if you're not careful. Ow! Jesus. Okay. Alright, these guys are at least nearly dead, so I can just take them both out. Another thing that's important to note is that characters don't gain any experience independently from one another. It's not like, oh, he gains plus 5 XP because he just killed 2 people. Instead, everyone just gets XP depending on the difficulty of the mission and how many soldiers you went into the mission with. Which is... oh no, did I just ambush with a knife? So as you can see, this game requires a lot of concentration. You'll mess up terribly if you just keep babbling and clicking random buttons, because then all of your guys are gonna get stuck. Oh no, he's not. He doesn't even own a knife. I don't know why I would be worried like that. That's typical worry wart me behavior. So let's see. Can I? No, they're out of reach. That's another problem. The game is pretty good about telling you the range of your weapons. You can see just barely the red outer circle in the top left. Obviously green is the optimal distance. But it does a pretty bad job at telling you who can attack you from any given point. Like if I go here, like, can they both attack me? Can only one of them attack me? It's a little tricky, especially when doors are involved, because you won't be able to predict what'll happen next. Oh gosh. Okay, shoot him, shoot him. Yes, no, oh god. So, as you can see, the game is pretty jank, looking at least. But the mechanics are actually surprisingly solid. Everything does pretty much exactly what you think it should. If I had to criticize anything, it's the fact that the game is super difficult and there isn't really a way to tone that down a little. Which I personally am fine with that, considering that I like throwing myself at stupidly difficult tactics challenges over and over again. Not because I'm good at them, but because, you know, I never know what I'm gonna do this time. Because I'm really not particularly great at those. As you saw just a second ago, there's a very convenient resupply button that actually remembers all the different items that your character had equipped and just buys them again for you. So when you have a loadout, when you decide, okay, this guy gonna carry a flash grenade, a pick lock, and I don't know, let's say a C4 charge, and they're gonna, like, their job is gonna be to sneak in and plant the explosives at the perfect spot and then set them off. So they're gonna need a pick lock, they're gonna need flashbang to stun enemies in a room to take them out quickly afterwards, and yeah, and that's just a really nice feature to have, considering that it is kind of clunky to like click through and buy a silenced pistol for everybody individually. But at least once you've done it once, you don't have to do it again. And I'm in love with this armor, it's so good. It definitely pushes the carrying limit of my characters to the fullest extent. Oh gosh, I didn't even realize. Okay, you. Alright, so I'm gonna give him body and... oh no, strength costs 2. Oops. I overloaded our buddy Chiz. I guess the hammer is a little too much. Let's see if I have someone who can actually learn strength 2. There you go. max carrying weight 25. So you have been promoted to... Come on. You have been promoted to Hammerman. Get them an army knife, just to give them something decent to work with. And I guess I'm gonna get him a significantly lighter suit of armor. Suit of armor? Armor vest? I don't care. Suit of armor, it's a suit of armor. Full plate. It's role-playing. It's entirely up to my role-playing. Suppressive fire. Yeah, okay, well I can't learn that right now. I could give him body, just... and then save up the other point for after the next mission. And, I should probably get everyone a silenced pistol. Or at least everyone that I can... Oh yeah, cool, I can afford one for everyone. So let's see. This mission I have not been able to beat. It is absolutely brutal. What's this one? This one? Oh yeah, this one's pretty tough too. This one features patrols. Yeah, I guess I have to show you a mission that has patrols in it. This mission's gonna just destroy me, so I'm gonna go here. Okay, I need to... Yep, you go... You're on the team now. So this is an assassination mission. Get to the target, kill them, and then make it all the way back to the start. The game does not tell you that you have to go all the way back to the start, but that seems to be the case whenever there's enemies still in the level that you are going to have to make it back safely. If all enemies are dead at the end of your mission objective, you can just teleport out, essentially, which is always nice. I like it when games don't waste my time with running straight in a turn-based game for 5 minutes. There's no real point to that. So as you can see, I'm switching to my silenced pistols with everyone. Okay. Let's see, who has the sledgehammer? Sledgehammer, man. Wait, did I not bring the sledgehammer? No, there it is. How did I miss it? So I'm just gonna stand right by the door, which might seem a little counterintuitive. Like, you're probably thinking that you want as much distance between you and the enemy as possible. But there's actually a very nice feature where if somebody is in melee range of an enemy, they actually can't shoot at all. They're... Oh, I did it again. That's... Alright, let's just ambush that poor man. Let's see what happens. Pew. Only one of them shot. So I'm not really sure what the rules are that dictate whether or not your characters are going to open fire during an ambush, which has killed many of my guys over the about 5 hours that I played of this game. Come on. There we go. So now it's time to set up another ambush. You may be tempted at times to rush your target, but from my experience, that always goes horribly wrong. Oh gosh, there's way too many guys coming in. That being said, I literally just said not to rush the target, so let's set people up here. Okay, and as soon as they're... Wait, clear? Okay, they gave up. Alright. So up here you can see how close we are to alerting the enemy patrol. And I'm just gonna, since this is the last bit of game that I'm gonna be showing off today, I'm just gonna go loud with everyone, even though I just went through the trouble of buying silenced pistols, but oh well. And I'm just going to demonstrate how the patrol mechanic works. It's pretty straightforward. As soon as the bar fills up all the way, a couple of enemy units show up either on the left or on the right side of the level. They are nice enough not to attack right away. If you've played some of the Fire Emblem games, a lot of them have that really annoying problem where enemies can just spawn in and attack in the same turn without giving you even the tiniest chance to react. You get out of the way, and then you go over here, and then you go here. Whoa. Okay, next turn. Next turn you smash that thing. Okay. At least switch to the pistol then. Okay. Yeah, so the yellow text indicates that they know that I'm here, but they don't know where I am. There seems to be a decent level of stealth to this game. That was terrible. Why did I even bother with that? Ah, fuck it. Let's come on. The door gently opens. Alright. The AI doesn't always know what it's doing, at least it doesn't appear that way. It will often run around erratically, which has the side effect of making it very hard to predict. And whether or not you consider that a good thing is up to you, I think. I personally am not the biggest fan of just how random the AI is, considering that they can kill one of your guys in a single turn. A guy can just go through a door and, yeah, take half of somebody's health off. Or in some cases, just kill them outright, which is a bit of a bummer, considering that, again, the game has permadeath, even when you're not playing in Iron Man mode. Sometimes you're just gonna... Oh, enemy inbound. Okay, and that's gonna bring these guys in. But since there's no checkpoints in the missions, that means that a lot of the time you're going to want to just move on already, especially if you've struggled to complete a certain mission. If you had to try it a bunch of times. And sometimes you will just fail without it really being your fault. Like, obviously, you're supposed to be careful and whatnot. Like, why do I even have a sledgehammer? The thing is useless. The knife does just fine. Okay, let's see. Well, I can just shoot at him from long distance. There's no harm in that. Screw it. Let's just see if we can take him out from far away. That'd be nice. Oh, nope. Oh, no. Oh! Yeah, something is wrong. It's true. Alright, let's break through here. Okay, there's two guys up there. Equip the SMG again. Alright, let's see. Okay, this guy isn't gonna make it much longer. Nice. Okay, got ambush with him, ambush with him. I should probably send the guy who only has a pistol upstairs. He's not gonna be very useful in like mid-range engagement here. So let's see. Can I blow that up? Can I blow that up? Oh, can I blow that up? Nice, okay. This guy's not gonna make it much longer, I don't think. Burst. Oh, that's really terrible accuracy. Oh, I didn't realize that there was another patrol in the area. Oh no. I probably should have paid attention to that. Nice. Jeez, I love seeing 4 hits. Well, 4 hits, 4 shots miss in a row. It's always fun to see. Oh gosh, this is gonna go so wrong so quickly. So, like I said, the game is mechanically sound. It all makes sense. I haven't encountered any bugs. However, there are a couple of communication issues with this title that I think really need some clearing up. Really need a couple of tooltips here and there. For one, whenever you are hovering over an ability, like there's a sneak attack that's a melee attack with a knife that instantly kills an enemy. And that's super powerful. But when you're on the skill tree and deciding whether or not to learn that skill, you don't actually know how much stamina it costs, nor do you know how many action points it costs. So that ability turned out to cost 6 action points and I believe 80 endurance, which means that you can't use it to run up behind someone and stab them. They have to already be nearby. Now, that's the same problem with all skills on the skill tree. You never quite know how good that skill actually is. The description that's available isn't always good enough. And the perhaps biggest issue that I have with the game, and that's really probably a compliment to the developer, is the fact that there is stealth in the game. There is a sneaking action in the game, but it's not explained what it does or how it works. I know it probably makes the character harder to see, but I don't know by how much, and I don't know if there's any other benefits to stealthing. I don't know if hiding behind cover makes the unit more hidden. I don't know how close I can get to an enemy without being spotted. It's just very poorly communicated, which is a shame because if there was more thought put towards little things like that, I think the game could genuinely be pretty great. Oh gosh. This is just the ambush parade today. Okay. Plat. Okay. And... oh, they're so beautifully close. I love it. Well, this is going way better than it has any right to. Yeah, you should reload. And ambush. Okay, so note to self, just stand by the stairs. The enemy does not know what... oh, yeah, hit him. Ah! Oh, God. Well, it was nice while it lasted. Kill him. Yep. Oh, it's beautiful to have them in just perfect range. That's something that I also really like about the game. When you are in perfect range... oh, that was a terrible idea. He's almost dead. Yep, now he is. Okay. When you actually go through the trouble of positioning your units well, their accuracy is super high. And that really helps with a lot of the frustration that you might be getting from other games, like XCOM, for example, is probably most famous for that. Whoop. Oh no. Ah, he's punching me. I don't like this guy up there because the enemy is actually really good at finding sniper spots from where to just suddenly shoot down and kill one of your guys, which is very fun when that happens. Okay, come on, knock him out. Oh no. Come on. Oh no! Knock him out. There's also a complete lack of an undo button, which... oh god! Which adds to the tension, I suppose. But it can also be a little frustrating at times. Let's, no, let's just book it. We'll stay on the ground. We'll run as quickly as we can. You'll be fine. He's not bleeding. Okay. Just keep running. The guy won't come downstairs, I'm sure. I'm sure of it. He won't come downstairs. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And this level of tension that the game manages to create by making all of your units so incredibly vulnerable that a single enemy can completely wipe them out is very enjoyable to me. Now, you might be wondering why, if the game is so enjoyable to me, I haven't played past the first campaign. And the reason for that is simply that I just couldn't do it. I beat the first level in the second campaign, and I'm officially at a loss as to how to get any further than that. It's kind of silly that you don't see the exit zone at all times. You have to press on the exit zone button separately. And that's it. Mission completed. Lost a guy. 3 guys got promoted. Got a bunch of money. So, something that I miraculously haven't mentioned yet. The goal is to beat these missions, to increase your control over the area, and once it reaches 10, it means you can take on the raid. The raid is crazy difficult. You're probably gonna lose at least half of your team, if not like 3/4. But it is very rewarding, very intense. There is an Iron Man mode, and there's also a separate little trophy, achievement, medal, whatever you want to call it, for beating the campaign in Iron Man mode as quickly as possible with only 3 missions, which means you have to do the hardest missions all in a row, and then the raid without leveling up beyond that. So those challenges are there for people who are way more hardcore than I am. And yeah, I think overall Recon Control is a solid game. It's not particularly pretty, but I do really like the music that it has going on here. I like a lot of the sound effects. They're solid. I don't really know what to say about them other than they sound like what they should sound like. And yeah, if you enjoyed games like Door Kickers, you might get a kick out of this one. There's also this really crappy mobile game called Breach and Clear that I personally really like. So, you know, it was reminiscent of that too. Overall, if you like tactics games, if you like roguelikes, because this is kind of almost a roguelike except the levels aren't random, then there's a lot of fun to be had with this game. And that's Recon Control. You will probably be able to tell how much you'll be willing to pay for it. I decided to retire that rating system because it's very depending on your position in life. So, you know, maybe wishlist it, wait for a sale, or if you think it looks good, just get it right now. It's not a bad get, I don't think. And with that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hey.
Bye, gamers. See you later.
There we go.